On life, it's a lie. I always joke around saying that forest fires, to prevent them, is by Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear's not real? Is God even real? Hey guys, before the video continues, if you're new here or been here for a while, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to help support me in future videos. Take it away, dude. Looking at the title, yes, this is about the Mandela effect. I just don't want to be your funny, try not to laugh, only channel where it's only memes and brain dead rot. I want to have variety. I want to do certain stuff and be different than every other YouTuber who are gaming and just has a reaction channel. Most of the people who have reaction channels who are gamers are only doing like memes or trying not to laugh. And it's just a repeat of stuff. I low-key do want to take reaction serious and give you guys a side of me where I'm low-key am smart or just see things that are just interesting. If you have things you have watched in the past that you thought was interesting or kind of eye-opening or even just mind-blowing, join my Discord, and there's an area called React Submissions where you could just submit your video you want me to react to. If you just don't want to join my Discord server, it's okay, I understand. I'll go drink my sorrows and cry in a shower, but I get it, I understand. Anyways, I am curious about these Mandela effects. I've experienced a whole bunch of Mandela effects. For example, Pikachu never had a black spot in his tail. I used to think Pikachu had a little black tip. Take that how you want to take it. But I used to think Pikachu had a black tip on his tail. But he never did. So that's an example of a Mandela effect. So we're gonna go watch this video to see 25 mind-blowing instances that the Mandela effect happened, or people agreed has happened. I'm gonna see out of the 25 how much I'm a victim for. Before the video starts, post Senpapi on glitch.
The term Mandela effect originated in 2013, when Nelson Mandela passed away, to explain a sort of collective false memory. After he died, there were people who were baffled, not because he had passed away, but because they had sworn he had been dead since the 80s. For some reason, loads of people thought that Mandela had been dead for years, and it became known as a common fact by some. Even though the phenomena didn't originate with this event, it did popularize the idea, and now people see Mandela effects everywhere.
Has there ever been a celebrity you guys thought has passed and ended up being alive, but then passed away, and you were shocked that he was alive and then passed? Or she? Or they? Let me know in the comment section.
I'm Mike with List 25, and today we're sharing some of the most famous and craziest ones. So let's look at 25 mind-blowing Mandela effect instances that will, well, blow your mind.
Let's see.
But before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell
And
so you don't miss out
Senpapi
on
on
any new
glitch.
content. Join our Discord, do all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
And I do have a load of people asking me why I ask you guys to like before the video. I'm not. I'm reminding you before the video to then like. Because if we wait till the end, a lot of people click off and don't see that. So I'm doing it at the beginning so that you guys see it.
Fucking like the video.
Wait to like until after you watch it, but I'm just reminding you at the beginning. That's all. With that all out of the way, let's go. Or have we already gone? Is this a false memory?
Bitch. Like the video. Bitch.
25. Nelson Mandela.
Of course.
Let's
pay
start
respect.
off with the original Mandela effect.
Yeah, respect it.
The one dealing with the man himself. Nelson Mandela is most famous for being a former president of South Africa, but he also served 21 years in prison until he was released in 1990. He died in 2013, as I previously stated, but after his death, people started scratching their heads in confusion. Many people thought he had died while he was in prison in the 80s. This is strange considering he didn't become the president of South Africa until after he got out of prison, and yet people swore that he had died in the 80s. A paranormal researcher coined the term Mandela effect to explain this phenomena, and the rest was
What's
history.
history, literally.
24. Oscar Mayer, or Oscar Mayer. It would seem as though not even hot dogs are safe from the dreaded Mandela effect. Even though many remember the famous Wienermobile and packaging, they get the spelling of the brand completely wrong. Many people, including dozens of newspaper articles over the entirety of the company's history, have been spelling it Oscar Mayer, M-E-Y-E-R, when it is in fact Oscar Mayer with an A, M-A-Y-E-R.
And I always
Don't
call it
believe
Oscar
me?
Mayer.
Well, then check out my friend and the writer of this article and his wife at the famous Wienermobile. Hopefully I'm pointing at it. Hopefully we put it here. So the next time
Mayer.
you think of the famous Wiener song, remember the correct spelling.
It's an E.
My
Okay.
baloney has a first name. Oh, it's not really even a wiener. 23.
All right. I
Uncle
mean,
Sam's
I could,
hat.
okay.
The famous I Want You advertisement for the U.S. Army was created in 1917 in an effort to get more people to sign up for the military. It was instantly iconic and holds a very dear place for many patriots across the country. There's no doubt that the imagery of good old Uncle Sam is synonymous with the United States. Hold on. What's he look like again? Many will tell you he's dressed in a blue jacket, white shirt, red bow tie, and the patented red, white, and blue top hat. This, however, is not the case. Uncle
Okay.
Sam's hat is actually a simple white top hat with a blue band and stars on it. There are no red stripes at all on his hat. Despite it being completely wrong, a hat with red stripes is sold as merch and is an American symbol in and of itself. 22.
Okay.
Beam me up, Scotty. People distinctly remember James T. Kirk saying, "Beam me up, Scotty." While Captain Kirk said variations of the line, he never said the actual phrase in the entirety of the original series. He said many variations of the line, but never actually the full
What
phrase,
show?
"Beam me up, Scotty."
What show is
The
this?
closest he ever came to this famously misquoted line was when he said, "Beam us up, Scotty." Sure, it's close, but it isn't exact and isn't what is endlessly referenced. 21.
I don't know what show that
You
is.
like me. You really like me. You may not know where this quote came from, but you've almost definitely heard it in some form or another. The quote comes
yeah?
from the 1985 Oscars when Sally Fields gave her acceptance speech for Best Actress. However, she never said, "You like me, you really like me." She actually said, "This time I feel it, and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me." She was made fun of by many people. It was spoofed by The Mask, and she was even openly mocked by Madonna, all for something she never actually said. 21.
Okay.
Lucy, you've got some splaining to do.
I
Everyone
love Lucy.
remembers the famous quote from one of TV's most iconic
That's where I got my
comedies,
name
I
from.
Love Lucy.
My name
Anyone
is Ricky.
who watched or knows about the show remembers Lucy's
I'm
husband
based off of
Ricky
Ricky
Ricardo
Ricardo.
exclaiming, "You've got some splaining to do," whenever Lucy would get in trouble.
This is where I got my name from. My real name is Ricky. This is who my name is based off of. I am Cuban. My mom grew up watching I Love Lucy and she loved Ricky Ricardo. My nickname is Ricardo. Well, my sister calls me Ricardo. So, the more you know. I'm a Cuban Ricky. How original. Whose nickname is Ricardo.
And she would. A lot. Even though we remember this happening quite frequently on the show, and even though we've heard it referenced in countless other TV shows, well, it was never said on the show people claim it came from. He asked Lucy to explain in many other ways, except the most famous variation. 19. Looney Tunes.
Okay.
Despite remembering the title being spelled Looney Tunes, Toons, and it makes complete
it's
sense for it to be spelled like
Tunes.
that. Tunes, like as in
No,
cartoons.
it's
That's not how it's spelled
Tunes.
at all. In fact, it's always been spelled with a U. Looney Tunes. Tunes. The reason why they spell it this way is because of the inspiration of Walt Disney's Silly Symphonies. The very first shorts were animations with musical compositions
Yep.
owned by Warner Brothers.
That part I remember.
18. Smokey the Bear isn't real.
My life is a lie. I always joke around saying that Forest fires to prevent them is by Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear's not real? Is God even real? Am I real?
While we all lovingly call the wildfire awareness mascot Smokey the Bear, well, that's not his actual
Smokey
name.
Bear.
His name is just Smokey Bear. Even though the only thing we hear in our heads when we walk through the woods is the wise words of Smokey warning us to prevent wildfires, we just can't seem to get his actual name right. Sorry, Smokey.
Bear the Smokey.
17. Does Frosty the Snowman have a scarf? When we think about Frosty the Snowman, we picture his old top hat, his pipe, and button nose.
Scarf
But
that flows.
does he have a scarf? Many would say that he does, and they'd be fair in thinking that, considering much of the merchandise and decorations that have Frosty on them depict him with a red scarf. However, Frosty does not have a scarf in the original 1969 TV short.
69.
We've seen so many holiday decorations of Frosty with a scarf
Yeah.
that seeing him without one just feels
Naked.
wrong.
Yeah.
16. Shazam, starring Sinbad. Many people remember Sinbad portraying a genie named Shazam in a movie with the same name. This isn't the case, though. Many people are getting Shazam confused with the actual movie called Kazam, which starred Shaq as a genie.
Wow, you young.
Things get more confusing, though, as people claim to have VHS copies of Shazam, and they claim they no longer play. Sinbad made light of this particular instance when he released fake footage of Shazam as an April Fool's joke. God, I have this one. I do. I remember. I've seen Kazam, and I also remember Sinbad. Yeah, I fall into that category. 15. Captain Crunch. Ah, yes, the good old captain sailing on a sea of milk straight into our hearts or mouths.
Okay, what's
Good
going
old
on with
Captain
this? Tell me, is that
Crunch.
real?
But wait, he is a captain, right? Well, it appears as though the name of the cereal is actually just
Captain.
Crunch.
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
The
Yeah.
man on the box is nothing more than a liar, a pirate, and a scallywag. No wonder the cereal is being discontinued. What? This is how I'm finding
I know about Captain Crunch.
This is how I'm finding out the cereal's being discontinued? Well, nobody wants a liar in the cereal aisle. What?
Captain
Okay,
Crunch.
let me know down in the comments below if you know if Captain Crunch has been...
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
Sorry, Crunch has been discontinued.
Captain
I see
Crunch.
an article from 2011 saying it was, but, you know, that was 12 years ago. So,
Damn.
is there a Mandela effect about it being canceled? Oh my god. 14. Shaggy's Adam's Apple.
You never had one.
Everyone's favorite green-shirted hippie investigator. Everyone can picture him perfectly. His green shirt, round pants, chin, facial hair, shaggy hair, and Adam's apple. Sounds accurate, right? Wrong. Shaggy doesn't have an Adam's apple in the classic cartoons. Some people claim that the original character aired with an Adam's apple and was later drawn out, but even those people would be wrong. Some even applauded the 2015 reboot Be Cool Scooby-Doo for adding the Adam's apple as an homage to the Shaggy of old. How wrong they were.
Yep.
13.
He never had one.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Wait,
We've all been led away from the path of Yellow Brick Road because we've been getting this quote wrong for years. The real quote is actually, Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Which, in hindsight, makes more sense given the time period in the movie, but, you know, I'm still upset. How many more movie quotes have we been saying wrong? Is there no end to this madness?
Yeah, even in Supernatural, they had a whole, Oz episode. They portrayed the story of Oz in Supernatural. And I remember Dean stating, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Wow. Oh, the Berenstain Bears? It's the Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears?
Berenstain Bears.
Perhaps one of the most well-known instances of the Mandela effect, other than, of course, the one with, Nelson Mandela himself. This one comes from the classic stories of a family of bears. But what is the family's name?
Berenstain.
Many think it's Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain.
With EI, which is fair. That's usually how it's pronounced. But the correct spelling is actually the Berenstain Bears. AIN. Now, as wrong as that looks and feels in your heart...
No, it's correct.
It's the truth. Sorry to break your brain a little bit on that one.
Am I in a different multiverse than you guys?
Does Mickey Mouse have a tail? Stop and think about it for a minute. Does Mickey Mouse have a tail? Some people think he does. and some think he doesn't.
I used to see it.
Well, he in fact does have a tail. And
Okay.
always has.
Yeah.
He's had a tail since his first appearance in Steamboat
thin.
Willie. Maybe the confusion comes from the Disney theme parks, where when you meet him, he doesn't have a tail.
No, Kingdom
Well, I wonder
Hearts.
why
He had a
puts
small
his
black
tail away from
thin
the theme
tail.
park. 10. Does Curious George have a tail?
No, he does not.
In a similar situation to the Mickey Mouse tail Mandela, this one poses the question to another beloved cartoon character. However, this time around, the truth is actually the opposite. Curious George, in fact, does not have a tail.
Never had a tail. I used to watch
Many people believe
cartoon
that at
growing
least
up.
at one point George had a tail.
Never.
But no. Curious
Never.
George has been tailless for the entirety of his storied career in books and TV.
Yeah, he's a Saiyan.
Because he's a chimp, and they don't have tails.
Oh.
9. Salem Witch Trials. When we think about the Salem Witch Trials, we imagine
You gotta say that shit was fake too. That we didn't burn people for no reason. We weren't back in the past looking at females who could read and like, you know what? She a witch. She's trying to get education. She's trying to get equal rights. She a witch. Oh, my steak is overdone? She a witch. You messed up my favorite shirt? She a witch. You fucked up my butter? You didn't churn it correctly? And now I just have this thick liquid that's supposed to be butter? Priest? She a witch. Oh, you cheated in my dreams? She a witch.
a colonial
You looked
era
at that
of
dude
American
funny?
town with women being accused of being witches and
She
then
a
being
witch.
executed and burned at the stake or even drowned. But did it really happen that way? Well, in actuality, the women who were accused of being witches were executed by hanging.
Yeah,
None were
hanging.
drowned or burned, as we've seen in books.
Oh, I
and
thought they
on
were burned
TV.
too. I thought they were
Why
hanged
we see
and
this in
burned.
history books, museums, and countless movies and TV may forever be a mystery. Maybe it's just more interesting? I don't know. Also, pressing. I believe one person was killed by pressing. I believe it was a
Pressing?
guy.
Pressing as in
I forget his name. 8. Fly, my pretties, fly.
the Oz
The
story.
Wicked Witch of the West sends her flying monkey minions to hunt down Dorothy and shouts, "Fly, fly, my pretties, fly!" Great, just nailed it. Except she doesn't. All the Wicked Witch says is, "Fly, fly, fly!"
What?
She never calls any of the flying monkeys pretties.
I remember the fly my pretties, fly pretties, fly my pretties, with something like that with that accent. I know I sound like Bobbity from Dragon Ball Z, but leave me alone.
Where did we get my pretties from? How
Gargoyle?
have so many people misquoted this?
Gargoyle?
Even in shows and movies, it's misquoted. How have we become so confused? 7.
Oh.
Cocoa Puffs aren't cocoa.
What?
Picture this. You're a kid. You've just woken up on a Saturday morning. You get ready to pour a bowl of your favorite chocolate-based puff cereal. Now in your head, are you picturing Cocoa Puffs, C-O-C-O, or Cocoa Puffs, C-O-C-O-A? If you said
C-O-C-O.
the first one, oh, you're wrong. Now don't go cuckoo. You'll be okay. We
Because I
too
used to
didn't
go
realize it
cuckoo
was
for Cocoa
cocoa
Puff.
this entire
See
time.
you, see you.
Maybe it does
or
just end with an O in a parallel
C-O-C-O.
universe or alternate timeline. Ooh, Hollywood, get on that. The Kellogg's The Breakfast Cereal universe. Amazing. They're characters. It writes itself. 6.
I mean, you would have Captain Crunch as Captain America. Count Chocula will be Morbius. Cocoa Puff, Chicken, Animal. It'll be Weasel from DC, from Suicide Squad. Let me go look at Kellogg's. Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger. He will be Craven. Rice Krispies, the 3 elves. Who would they be? Who's a triple team or like a triple threat? Ooh, Honey Smack. Yo, Honey Smack used to smack. Oh my god, Honey Smack? Bro, Honey Smack was the shit. All right, back to the video.
Life isn't a box of chocolates.
Life is
Well,
a box
we
of
can
chocolate.
categorize this one as another misquoted movie line. Prepare for a shock.
Life
but
is
the famous
like-
movie line is not "Life is like a box of chocolates," but is actually "Life was like a box of chocolates." The
Did I
movie is
just say
based on
that?
a
I don't know,
novel,
I
so
just
it's
forgot.
possible that the book says the line differently, but further research has not confirmed nor disproven that theory. So we're not really sure where the confusion comes from on this one. Well, you never know what you're going to get either way.
Yeah.
5. Dorothy must do what with her heels?
Click.
Heading back
3
again
times.
to the wonderful world of Oz, because apparently we can't remember anything from the Wizard of Oz correctly. Many remember that the way for Dorothy to return home was that she must repeat the phrase, "There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like
There's
home.
no place like home."
3
and then
times.
click her heels 3 times. However, is it click? Some people think the correct phrasing is clap her heels 3 times. Others say click. Well, which is it? Surprise! Both sides of the argument are wrong. The actual wording is tap her heels 3 times. Are we sure we even watched the same movie?
Yeah, it was click.
4.
It was click.
Mirror, mirror is actually magic mirror.
Magic mirror on the wall.
On the wall.
Magic mirror
Who's
on the
the
wall.
fairest of them all?
It's magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Magic mirror, not mirror mirror. That I do know. Is magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
The evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs sang one of the best lines ever spoken by a Disney villain.
Because even the person from Shrek, Laura Farquaad, said the same
that's
thing.
not what she said?
Magic mirror on the wall.
The actual quote is, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" Even the second part wasn't what we thought it was. That's a whole new quote.
Oh.
That's 2 Mandela effects in 1. It doesn't feel right. Everything is a lie. 3. C-3PO isn't all gold. Surely C-3PO is and has always been all gold. It's what he's known for, being all gold and being proficient in many, many languages, and yet he isn't all gold. In fact, C-3PO has a silver leg. How have we overlooked this? Surely there must be some appearance he's made where he's been all gold, but no, except in episode 3. C-3PO has had a silver leg since his very first appearance. We've all been fooled. Even toy makers have been fooled. They've made C-3PO action figures that are all gold. Maybe this is where the confusion comes from. And yes, in the opening scene of episode 4, A New Hope, you can clearly see he has 1 silver leg. And if I remember correctly, it is his left. And then in episode 1, he's just the guts. In episode 2, he's all silver. And then episode 3, he's all polished gold. But in episode 4 onwards, it's silver. And then obviously you gain the red one, but no one recognizes him because of the red arm. So, not even sure that's actually C-3PO. 2. The Monopoly Man. Everyone knows the famous, or infamous, depending on who you ask, Monopoly Man. Picturing him in our mind, we see the classic man with his mustache, his suit, his top hat, and his monocle.
Yeah.
But is that actually how he looks? As you probably could have guessed by now, the answer is no. The Monopoly Man has no monocle, no eyeglasses, nothing to even suggest he needs any sort of corrective lens. The man has had 20/20 vision this whole time, and we all thought he looked like the fancy man with his monocle. Even looking at all the boxes in Monopoly Man lore, not once has he ever had a monocle.
Did we get confused with
what
Pringles?
I think is happening here is people in their minds are twisting Monopoly with money bags. Money bags, that's his name. Right? Nah. I think they're mixing up him with Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut has a monocle. Luke, I am your father.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What an iconic line.
All right. Could I have saved time by just editing this video in post instead of me getting up and getting this item? Of course, but I'm talking about this motherfucker. That's Moneybags, the peanut dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Constantly quoted, beloved by millions. It's just too bad it's not the actual line. That's right. The infamous moment when Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father," spoiler alert by the way, is never once said in any of the Star Wars movies. The actual line said in Empire Strikes Back is, "No, I am your father." Some people blame many movies that incorrectly quote the movie, and it's gotten so bad, the New Yorker rated this line as the #1 misquoted line in movie history. So, what are some of your favorite examples of the Mandela effect? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, join our Discord, check out our shorts, do all that fun stuff. Misquote movies to us. Do whatever you want to do. Just interact. That's the best way you can help. I bet my arms are gone. That's the best way that you can help, and we would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I'll see you next time.
Have you guys experienced any Mandela effects? Do what he just said and tell me in the comment section. If y'all don't tell me in the comment section, we're fighting. I'm finding you, and I am going to fight you. Physically, mentally, literally, hypothetically, realistically, into the epitome of your biology. Bet you I would. Tell me in the comment section if you ever experienced that Mandela effect. Something you believe was so true that it ended up not being true. Let me know in the comment section below. Okay? I like this video. I like this type of styles. Makes you think. Makes you question life. I like it. But until next time, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations, let's like this video. Either you have the comment section below, like the video, post Senpapi on Glitch. I love your faces, and I'm out. Peace.